What's going on, boxing fans? It's your boy Pool Kind of Boxing coming back at you with another boxing live stream. Last night, man, last night, Erickson Lubin versus Sebastian Fundora off the chain fight, y'all. This was a good fight. It was a classic, in my opinion. Man, Lubin, you know what I'm saying? I feel bad for Erickson Lubin because he worked his way back up to this point. You know what I'm saying? He took a knockout by Jamel Charlo, brutal knockout. One where he was squirming all over the ring, and he just looked like he was ill prepared in that fight. And you know, after he went back and retooled himself, he looked like a whole different fighter. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he matured and he worked on his craft. And he fought some good fighters like Jorge Cota. Um, he fought what's that guy named Nathaniel Gillimore, and got a unanimous decision, knocked out Jorge Cota, and he knocked out Jason Rosario. Now these are impressive feats, but then he came across Fundora, man. Fundora activity last night, his ability to pressure Lubin was too much for him, man. He, man, I was so impressed by how Fundora was able just to, get knocked down and then get back up and continue, what I'm saying, to do the same thing, what I'm saying. I don't even think, I mean, because he was definitely hurt when Erickson Lubin knocked him down. He was definitely hurt, um, no doubt about it. But Eric Lubin didn't have the well, he was a dog, but he just didn't have enough, in his tank to finish off Fundora, because I truly believe if Eric Lubin would have went in there and just, went balls to the walls early, I think he got worn down in the late rounds because all that pressure Fundora. I mean, it's no doubt about it. You had to see it. I mean, shit, the dude was just punching the shit out of Lubin. And Lubin, what I'm saying, when he backed against them ropes, oh my God, what I'm saying? It was, at first I thought he was just kind of like blocking, what I'm saying, Fundora punches, because, he punches kind of like Paul the Punisher, what I'm saying, just kind of busy punches, but it's some pop behind Fundora punches, apparently. And some of those uppercuts, you just kind of notice as it got through to the rounds. I'm gonna say, Lubin was taking the punches well early. You seen, like maybe one, two, three, four. He was taking punches well, but he was still getting punched in the face and getting back to the ropes. But Lubin spent a lot of his energy pushing Fundora back, and he wasn't doing enough working as he was pushing Fundora back, and it was wearing him down, and all that leaning on Lubin was wearing him down. And I just think he didn't have I just didn't think that Lubin had enough in the tank to like finish off Fundora. You know what I'm saying? He gave it a good rally and knocked him down, and Fundora was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Now let's see, it's the second half, and they're in the deep waters, and Fundora is looking the same. So he slowed down maybe just a tad. He slowed down maybe just a tad, but Eric Lubin, he stopped looking good after the sixth round. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if he was getting hit, what I'm saying, with those uppercuts, and you just seen him getting more and more hitting, more and more flush with those uppercuts that I was like, God damn, Lubin, move your fucking head, bro. Move your head. You know what I'm saying? He kept keeping his head in the same position. And it was just frustrating because I know he's a high, a better fighter than that. And but he just would not. He refused to move his head, and he was getting nailed with that left and right uppercuts, and he was just doing the same punches over and over and over, and he was getting trapped in the same positions over and over. So you could just tell he couldn't do anything about it, because you would think that You know what I'm saying? He would know how to grab on and turn his back to the middle of the ring like most great fighters do. Like, Terrence Crawford, you watch Floyd Mayweather, you watch you know what I'm saying, anybody that you watch, you grab them and you turn your back, you know what I'm saying? You grab them, you hug them and you turn your back to the middle of the ring. You know what I'm saying? So, but he was, I guess Fundora was just so busy, he was just so caught up into the heat of the battle. And at first I just thought Lubin was, gonna, kind of block off those punches, but eventually he just kept his hands down too low during that fight, and he just kept getting caught on the inside. And at first I thought it was by design. If you go on my, I watched it. I did a live on it. And at first, I thought it was by design because I saw the knockdown. I thought maybe Lubin was, doing a pro type strategy and playing possum, and you know, saw an opening, and he, what I'm saying, took advantage of it. When he knocked him down, he was going to go in for the kill, for the finish, but he didn't. He came out that next round after he knocked Fundora down, and he it looked like he tried to turn up a little bit, but he just couldn't. He couldn't get it, put his punches together, and looked like he just didn't have the energy to muster up, saying, to make a good, a good rally cry, to, saying, to knock him out. And after that, it was all downhill for him, because all you had was this tall, towering inferno, just completely, leaning on Lubin, pushing him back. And that was another thing about the fight. Looked like Lubin realized that he had to go forward and push Fundora back. Looked like he discovered, his keys to victory a little too late. He was a little banged up. By the time, Lubin figured out all of it out. And I just like shit, you know. Uh, by the way, Tony Harrison looked wonderful against Sergio Garcia. That was just a fight not worth mentioning, because he was so Sergio Garcia was just so many levels, under Tony Harrison that it was just Tony Harrison was just smoothing out with the jab. He was looking like the old Tony Harrison. I mean, oh man, he was just doing whatever he wanted to do in there. And it wasn't a really fair fight to me. Say what, sir, who is Sergio Garcia anyway? I'm surprised Fundora didn't finish that guy off. Maybe he was just having an off night or something, because he really put the whammy onto Erickson Lubin. Man, Lubin, that last, let's say, the eighth round, Lubin started taking on some damage, bro, because it's like he ran out of gas, I believe, and he just wouldn't punch back, and he was just a punching bag for Fundora in the end. And and you'll hear my live. I'm like going for Lubin, like, oh Lubin, come on, man, do this, do that, and he couldn't do shit about it. You know what I'm saying? And really, when they called out the fight, because I couldn't really see how his face was until, like, he went back when they called it off, and then I looked at his face, and I was like, God damn, bro, Lubin face is woo. He is swole up, and maybe that's what it was, because the swelling after you get hit, I'm saying, pretty good. It until it starts swelling up, you don't really kind of like notice it. And man, I was like, damn, I didn't realize he was that lumped up. You know what I'm saying? And um, Fundora is a problem, y'all. Houston, we have a problem. You know what I'm saying? Fundora is here. He has arrived, and he's arrived in a dramatic fashion because he beat one of the best 154 pounders, what I'm saying, in Erickson Lubin. Erickson Lubin was on the rise, bro. And Fundora just met him and cut all that shit off. You know what I'm saying? And we're looking at somebody who could probably give Jamel Charlo some problems. Um, he may not get, I don't know if he's going to get the opportunity to fight Jamel Charlo, because Jamel Charlo's got to fight Brian Castano, and he's got to win that one. But do you think Jamel going to defend his belt against Fundora? I don't think he would be afraid because I think Jamel Charlo is a better fighter than Erickson Lubin. He has more intangibles. You know what I'm saying? He got tougher. He got he got stronger punch resistance than Lubin, and he has more power. So if he was to crack Fundora, I believe he could finish Fundora. Plus he's a gym freak. You know what I'm saying? So he stays in top condition, and I think you know that would be a more interesting fight between Fundora and Jameer Charlo, just to see how he handle all that height and all that activity, because Jameer Charlo like to take lulls in the fight, like his brother. They, even though they fight different, they do have similar temperaments in the ring, where they take lulls in the fight where they don't have any activity. And that's going to be interesting to see if Fundora could pressure the shit out of Jamel Charlo. What he gonna do? Now um, we saw Jason Rosario pressure um, Jamel Charlo, and Charlo, what did he do? You know what I'm saying? He got his ass up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Fundora, I could see happening the same. You just got to have enough power to get it done, because when he was pushing Lubin was able to catch him with a lot of looping hooks, You know what I'm saying? He just didn't have the, maybe it's the angle and the arc, because when you have to punch up and you're the shorter fighter, maybe it takes something off of the punch, and he caught Fundora, as you've seen in the fight, quite a few times when he backed off, and then he would catch Fundora coming in, and Fundora sometimes he'll slip it, what I'm saying? But he would get caught with Erickson, right hook or overhand right. And it's just a little flicked uh, way of fighting, because he's so damn tall. And, Lubin, I don't know, he just didn't fight smart, what I'm saying? He didn't fight the best fight, you know what I'm saying? I think if he would have pushed him back early before he start getting banged up, before he start getting broke down, I think he would have had a better chance of getting Fundora up out of there. But Fundora found his rhythm, and it was just bad for him. I just them uppercuts just kept going. This man, I think he threw like 700 punches maybe per round. I got to go back and look it up. Somebody put that in the chat for me. You know what I'm saying? He threw something like a like 700 to 1,000 punches, man. That's incredible, bro. You know what I'm saying? That is an incredible work rate to have to deal with. And at times you saw Lubin was able to push Fundora back, but that guy's like the Terminator or some shit. He just keeps coming. You know what I'm saying? He just keeps coming no matter what. You have to knock his ass out. You know what I'm saying? The only time he stopped coming was when Lubin knocked him down. You know what I'm saying? And he was pissed off with himself. You saw he got right back on track, and kept putting that pressure on him. And we all know what pressure do. Pressure bust pipes, and he bust Lubin's pipe last night. I was surprised when they stopped the fight, even though I started seeing Lubin's body language. Lubin's body language, wasn't good, bro. Say around the eighth, ninth. He just didn't look like that dude we know. And I thought maybe, he was trying to save some of his energy for another push, what I'm saying, for the championship rounds. And that was not the case, you know what I'm saying? The case was he was getting fucked up, and what I'm saying, he couldn't do shit about it. And I was just like, wow, bro. Wow, man. Y'all come on in here, man. Hit the like button for your boy. Y'all come in here. Hey, chop it up with your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? And tell me what y'all thought about the fight. Um, Man, I thought this fight was, it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, but man, it was so good, man. I was on pins and needles. You know what I'm saying? They were going at it. Um, you got to give Eric Lubin a lot of credit for his heart. You know what I'm saying? He went out there. You know what I'm saying? He was prepared to go out on his shield. You know what I'm saying? He was not gonna quit. You know what I'm saying? Until one of them hit the canvas, and that's something I respect about Erickson Lubin. Um, you know what I'm saying? He even though he talked a lot of shit, but he's more mature, and you see he put in the work, and he was just beat by fighters with bigger dimensions and more, just a better fighter, really. Um, you know, I think he just got that. He just got that tall, wiry frame, Fundora. I just think he got the activity. I just think he got the motivation, the drive, and he wanted it more. Um, he just wanted it more, and he did what he had to do. Saying to break Eric Lubin. I don't know if we could say he really broke him, but because his corner threw in the towel. I think Lubin was more than willing to go out there and put it all on the line like Deontay Wilder did. You know what I'm saying? Just even though you're overmatched, what I'm saying, fuck it, I'm going. What I'm saying, I'm going. He gonna have to knock me out, and I think Lubin got that kind of attitude. You know what I'm saying? That's what I love about him and Tony Harrison. Even though they talk that noise, what I'm saying, they're gonna go out there and they're gonna battle like warriors until it's over with. And that's why I love the 154 division, because all these guys are closely aligned in skill and heart. You know, they don't mind going out there and fighting to the end. Regardless if they get knocked out or not. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna go out there and fight hard, and you know what I'm saying? They're gonna give it all they got. Uh, Let me see. Anybody want to come on up? If you want to come up, the link is in the description. I mean, in the comment section, and hit that link and come on up and tell me how you saw the fight. Um, you know, I picked Lubin, bro. I really did. Um, for the reason I mentioned, because his resume is, what I'm saying, stacked. And we know that resume don't really mean you can get in there and beat everybody. But um, you look at Fundora resume, they got a couple of opponents that they both fought, but Fundora was able to knock out Jorge Cota, and he was able to knock out um, Nathaniel Gillimore, right? So, you know, that should have told you something right then. But then when I saw Sergio Garcia fight, I thought maybe he wasn't ready yet. But that was some bullshit, because this kid, he is ready. He's ready for Jamel Charlo, I believe, to at least give him a good run. I don't think he would beat Jamel Charlo, but hey, this was a WBC mandatory eliminator, I think. And what I'm saying, this is gonna put Fundora in line to fight Jamel Charlo, but I think his timing is just a little off. I don't think that Jamel is going to defend the belt. Now I could be wrong. Now I could be wrong, because who knows if Jamal going to go up to 168. He's been very hesitant about that, going up to 168 and seeing that dude, seeing David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? Because once he go up to 168, I don't see him coming back down, and I could see Jamel going to 160. Um, you know what I'm saying? And then, Errol Spence Jr. can move up to 154, because now Errol Spence Jr., is on the verge of, getting all the fights he won at 147. He got the Ugas fight on April 16th, and he's got the, Terrence Crawford fight. And we're going to see if Terrence Crawford, is he going to sign the contract? And I think, like last night, Seawood, he came in and said he said he's waiting for the winner, and he'll sign the contract so they can fight. So we got to dispense with all these rumors that Terrence Crawford don't want to fight Errol Spence Jr. We know that's probably bullshit. These guys, that's the if you really think about it, that's the Sugar Ray Leonard versus Tommy Hearns of this era. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's that big legacy fight that Terrence Crawford looking for. That's the big legacy fight that Errol Spence Jr. want. And but he got to get through Ugas. And you know what I'm saying? Something tells me that Ugas is gonna bring, what I'm saying, an exceptional fight. I think he realized the moment he's 35, and you know what I'm saying, when you 35, you know what I'm saying, you ain't got, all the best years you've had is behind you. So he's gonna have to he this fight here, he's gonna have to put it all out there. And I think that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna give Spence hell as much as he can until he can't give him hell no more. And it's gonna have to be uh it's gonna have to be a win for Spence if he's gonna move forward. I don't think Terrence Crawford will fight Earl Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? If he lost, you know what I'm saying? He would just probably move up and probably try to get that fight with Jamel Charlo. He might still sign the deal. I don't know. I don't know how that would work. I don't know what that looks like. He might sign the deal, and if Errol Spence Jr. lose, I don't know. He might fight Errol Spence Jr. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Y'all come on in. You know what I'm saying? Click the link. Let me see. Let me hear one of you guys what y'all think about. What are your thoughts on the fight last night? What did you see? You know what I'm saying? I saw Eric Lubin giving his best, showing the dog inside of him, and it just wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? Fundora had a little bit more dog, not a lot more dog, we could say. And he just at the end he dominated Lubin, who just rapidly depleted in the end. Um, you know, it just wasn't his night. He just used the wrong strategy, and he just figured out Fundora weaknesses too late in the game. You know, a little bit too late in the game. Too little, too late, and he was too beat up by the time he realized he had to move forward and get his offense off. Um, anybody else want to jump on the panel and what I'm saying, give me your take on that? You can. Man, but a great night of boxing though. You know what I'm saying? It was a highly entertaining fight. Um, I thought that I thought that you know Lubin gave a valiant effort. Man, Fundora, I'm highly impressed by this guy. Um, I think he's gonna go on to give people some nightmares. He's gonna do some damage. You could see a fight with him and Tim Zoo. Um, Tim Zoo is another one that's rising up through the ranks. You know what I'm saying? Tim Zoo is looking, what I'm saying, like he could be dangerous, bro. I'm looking at the 154 division has a lot of talent, has plenty of talent. And yeah, I could see Tim Zoo and Fundora fighting. Um, will Tim Zoo get a shot at Jamel Charlo? I don't know. I think if he wins, I think he vacates. I think he vacates, but he has a lot of business down right here at 154 if he want to defend those belts. I mean, he can really solidify his legacy at 154 and never having to move up because there's so many good fighters at 154 if you think about it. Then you got Errol Spence Jr. moving up to 154. You got Terrence Crawford moving up to 54. So he could just sit back with the undisputed title, and I'm talking about Jamel Charlo here, and he could sit back and just wait for them dudes to come to him. Because Spence said that you know, if he's friends with Jamel Charlo, but if he's really his friend, why not break bread? You know what I'm saying? Why not break bread? And so that lets Earl Spence Jr. is about the business. Damn friendship, they can make big money together. You know what I'm saying? And I like that about him. You know what I'm saying? I love that. Hear a fighter say, "Hey, it's about the business." You know, damn the friendship. Um, would Jamel Charlo fight him? What's going on, PGH Big Dog? What's happening? Hey man, click the link if you tell me what you thought about the fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit the link. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, I like that, and Errol Spence Jr., you know what I'm saying? He's about the business, he's about the legacy. Um, I would love that if Jamel Charlo, that man, that would be, you have to talk a lot of shit to Spence. You're gonna have to say something, you know what I'm saying? But from what somebody told me that in sparring, now I don't know how true this is, guys, but somebody told me in sparring that Errol Spence Jr. be getting the best of Jamel Charlo in sparring, but then Jamel Charlo said he be beating on Spence. So I mean, I don't know what you guys heard out there, but you know what I'm saying that, I don't know if that's real or not. You know what I'm saying? That's just stuff I've heard here around Dallas. Um, mm. So what do you guys think about the fight? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get some people in here. You know what I'm saying? Click the link. You said I would, but my kid's soccer game is too loud. Okay, okay. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some people up in here. You know what I'm saying? Click the like button, hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Full counter boxing. We should start getting it in. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come on in here. Don't be shy. You know what I'm saying? Just boxing talk. You know what I mean? So yeah. Did you think who did you pick, PGH Big Dog? Who did you pick, man, to win? You know what I'm saying? I picked Lubin. Um, you know what I'm saying? I thought his experience would play out, and I thought he would be crafty enough to go ahead and knock out Fundora. Who did you pick? I went on knockout uh 86 boxing and told him I picked Lubin. I picked Lubin. Lubin showed hard, but he forgot about the game plan of round two. I lost money on Lubin. Uh-huh. Yeah. And I don't get it. Why he don't keep his hands up at times. He forget to keep his hands up. I know you seen in round two when he knocked him down, when he did that switch up. You seen that switch up move um that Fundora hit him with? He was so confused, bro, but his hands were not in place. I was like, what in the hell is Lubin doing? He see this dude trying to, what I'm saying, trying to put it on him, and he just sitting there he just caught him with his hands, what I'm saying, in empty space. So I was like, what? And they did it in slow motion. And I was like, damn, Fundora got a little, what I'm saying, you got a little game on him now, you know what I'm saying? And you got to be on this level, but what I'm saying, he just more like I just thought of him as more of a bulldozer type, a Paul the Punisher type fighter. Just trying to bang you out, volume puncher, trying to bang you out at all angles. Mm. It said Cunningham is a PGA. PGH Big Dog says, Cunningham is a great trainer, but Lubin is too chinny to not focus on this. Ain't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? Look like he would have learned from getting knocked out by Jamil Charlo that defense is a must. You know what I'm saying? That is 100% something that you got to concentrate on is your defense, man, because that's what got you jacked up the first time why you had to rebuild because your chin is it ain't that great, you know. Um I thought that, Lubin figured out that Fundora's big secret is he can't fight going backwards, bro. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of fighters like that. They don't know how to fight, what I'm saying, if you push them backwards. But he couldn't get his offense off while pushing him back, and it was tiring him out during the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because that dude was just leaning on his ass. He was just leaning. Um, I thought Fundora offense was amazing. Um, the leverage he was getting on them shots. You know what I'm saying? Being so big, the accuracy. You know what I'm saying? That's truly why he fights the way he fights because he fights that close. He can't miss, even though he was missing a lot. Um, But for let's be real, Lubin been racked and hurt and like the yeah, yeah, you're right about that. But if you fight the best, I look at it this way, PGH Big Dog. If you fight the best, you're gonna get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because them guys, they know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? They got skill sets too. They've been in the ring all their life too. So when you fighting the top, and Lubin been fighting the top guys. He ain't been fighting like Triple G motherfuckers like Murata. You know what I'm saying? Murata. He ain't been fighting dudes like that. He's been fighting, all in 54. It's some guys up in there. Yeah, he been hurt. Lubin didn't know how to hold and was on the ropes and just yeah, yeah. I mentioned that too, bro. I was just like, he's just letting this guy tee off on him on the ropes. At first, like I said, I thought it was a strategy. He was trying to get Fundora to open up or something like that and catch him, off the rope because Lubin does have power, and he did knock him down. And I was, if you hear my live stream last night, I was like, oh man, I was in here screaming. I said, this was a strategy. This was a strategy. I'm like, hell no. He came back that goddamn second round. Oh hell no! It's like Lubin tried to, he tried to rally up to get him up out of there, but he couldn't do it. He couldn't put it together, man. I just think his energy wasn't there to leaning on him, and it was just getting to him. You know what I'm saying? It just wore him down, and Lubin, he tried his best, bro. You know what I'm saying? But really, Fundora just had the intangibles. You know what I'm saying? He just had the activity. You know what I'm saying? He had the height, the size, what I'm saying, the back moving up, you know what I'm saying? The uppercuts was I never seen somebody get hit with so many goddamn uppercuts. You know what I'm saying? I mean, oh my goodness. I was just like, man, he was getting jacked up on the ropes. Oh, he said the knockout was the only time he put a combination, the knockdown, yeah, combination together. That one punch KO was not happening with that damn graffiti with that so yeah, yeah, you're right. Cause he was like, he was backing up too much. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you said giraffe, I'm sorry. I'm waking up, y'all. Um, he was catching them with some good shots when he'd back up and then Fundora would come in and he had to close the distance again. And he was catching them with some nice snappy shots, but like you said, they were one at a time. There wasn't combinations. And I don't know, maybe he was afraid of getting caught in between punches when he had the distance. Because one thing about Fedora I realize is he's not good at a distance. He don't really, he's not really that accurate. You know what I'm saying? As for a tall fighter, now he'll hit you with that jab at times, but that jab isn't as accurate as it should be. You're not as in much danger as you think you would be from a fighter that tall. You're not as in much danger when you on the outside. You know what I'm saying? You're more in danger with Fundora when you're on the inside, because that's when he start, what I'm saying, doing all that Dragon Ball Z shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just hitting you with 1,000, just working, 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 you know what I'm saying? And he kind of remind me of the classic Mexican fighters who like to fight on the inside. And Eric Lubin just didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Once he got on the ropes, his head movement wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? He just, he couldn't slip. Um, it just wasn't there. I mean, I just thought he was better than that. Um, I thought his pedigree was better than that. And, sometimes, you get exposed, you know what I'm saying, on certain nights. And I thought Fundora wore his ass down and to the point where, he was just kind of in survival mode. and I didn't want to believe he was in survival mode. It just kind of worked out that way because Fundora pressure was just it was just too great. You know what I'm saying? It was just too good pressing him, and I just wish it could have. I wish you know Lubin could have figured it out. I wanted to see him, what I'm saying, perhaps get a second opportunity with Jamel Charlo, but now he's going to have to go back to the drawing board. He's going to have to rebuild, revamp his defense. I don't know how much this is going to affect him. Um, what I'm saying, it's a great loss for him. Fundora, you know what I'm saying, his future is great. I see him, what I'm saying, if Jamel Charlo stay in place, that's going to be a good fight. Um, you know, I don't even care about that Triple G fight. You know what I'm saying? Because all he wants to do is fight Canelo. Canelo gonna knock his ass out. He gonna get the money. He gonna retire. That's how I see that. So, anybody want to jump on the panel? Come on up and tell me how you saw the fight. Tell me how you saw the fight. I know I stayed up late, so I got up a little tired this morning. I stayed up late. It says, okay, PGH Big Dog said, I used to wonder why Fundora didn't use his height in fights on the outside. Maybe he is not accurate because he can't see that well. I saw him squinting with his glasses on during the interview. Yeah, that's something I did notice. I was like, he's not that accurate, and I was because I kept telling Steve O last night. I was like, what I'm saying, he don't seem to like fighting at a distance, and he don't seem good at it. You know what I'm saying? He'll just keep jabbing, and maybe Lubin should have took a cue on that and said, "Shit, you need to stay out from the inside, man," because what I'm saying, he went on the inside. That's when he was, doing his worst. Um, and then he didn't move. He stayed inside way too much, man. He could have been in and out with it, kind of like a Kell Brook type thing. You know what I'm saying? Just, get your punches off hold like a Bernard Hopkins or, you know, uh, um, how Andre Ward used to do. Get your punches off, then get the hell up out of there. You know what I'm saying? But Lubin boxing IQ ain't on that level. You know what I'm saying? He's not a dude that could think like that. You know what I'm saying? Quick on his feet. And I thought he was though. Sometimes you see fighters who got quick hands and they're athletic, you know what I'm saying? And you just kind of think they have, higher boxing IQs, like you look at a Jerron Boots Ennis, you know what I'm saying? I guess that's why we got to see them fight these fights and see, what kind of adversity they come across and how they handle that adversity. They may have the ability, see, Lubin didn't use his speed enough for me, stick and move like Cunningham was telling him. Yep, yep. I don't know. It's like it's kind of puzzling because I just felt like Lubin had more skill than that, and he just didn't use it all. Maybe he just wanted to dominate Fundora, and he just underestimated how tough Fundora was. So yeah, he didn't use stick and move like Cunningham said. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just thought maybe he just underestimated Fundora's toughness. You know what I'm saying? Thought maybe Fundora was gonna fold, and Fundora is tough. He's a tough guy. You know what I'm saying? Because that skinny body, you can kind of look at that skinny body and it'll deceive you, and you think you can fold him up. You know what I'm saying? But he's got some toughness in him. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yep, I got 5 people. Y'all hit the like button for your boy. Come on in here, man. You know what I'm saying? Get up on the panel. Tell me, you know what I'm saying, what y'all thought of the fight. Um, I thought it was a real good card. You know what I'm saying? I thought Pereira got, he got messed over, robbed out of his victory. For some reason, they don't want Perel to win. You know what I'm saying? They don't want him to win. I thought he outboxed. What's that guy named Zabario? Whatever his name is, Zabara, whatever his name is. I thought he outboxed him. I thought that was a clear victory. I thought you know, that fight took years of Lubin career. How do you see Harrison versus Fundora? Uh, well, Harrison has a stamina problem. It's not his boxing ability. You know what I'm saying? It's not his skills. You know what I'm saying? Harrison run out of gas, bro. And you can run out of gas and get a second win, but when he runs out of gas, the truck gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, you go to Harrison body the way Fundora do. I see another victory from Fundora. Um, I just think, you know, that's his Achilles heels, is his stamina. And we've seen it in a few fights of Harrison. Don't get me wrong, I think Harrison is the better skilled fighter. Um, he has a strong will, but his weakness is his stamina, his gas tank. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of like Zab Judah. You know what I'm saying? He's good. You know what I'm saying? He got a nice little pop on his punches. He can, do everything in the ring, but he's a front runner. And, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna, first 5, 6 rounds, 7 rounds, he good. You know what I'm saying? But it's them last ones. He's got to make it through them last ones. And, Harrison, he will get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? He will get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? And I think Fundora could take care of Harrison too, looking at this fight. Um, that'll be a real good fight. But until Harrison just run out of gas, man. That's the way I see that one. Um, I think Fundora gonna be a problem for all them guys. I would like to see him fight Tim Zoo, tell you the truth, because they both got this physical style. Um, I would love to see how Tim Zoo handle that. You know what I'm saying? How could he could probably push Fundora back, because he's definitely the type of fighter that likes to go forward. You know what I'm saying? Two fighters who like to go forward like that. I think that would be a damn awesome fight um, to see between those two. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to come on for a short time and see if I could get somebody to, come up and, you know, hit the link. You know what I'm saying? And, tell me what you think. You know, Hannibal Lecter came on last night. He was drunk as hell. You know what I'm saying? He was, y'all go watch the stream, man. But I had fun, and um, that's pretty much all I got on it, man. I'm just sad for Erickson Lubin, man. He fought hard to get back to this point, and to see him suffer another loss, bro. He said, PGH Big Dog said, I see Tim Zoo getting the winner of Mel Charlo versus Castano. Really? Uh, I think I mean I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I think if Mel win, I think he gonna release them belts. I don't think he gonna defend it. Um, but I could be wrong. I mean, it just depends. Mel, you never know what he gonna do, and I know that's not gonna stop Arrow from coming up. So, do you see a square off between Jamel Charlo and Earl Spence Jr.? Do you see something like that? If Errol make it through Terrence Crawford, I mean, do you see a fight like that that might happen, or do you think Mel would take a loss to one of these guys, uh, or maybe he'll make a couple of great title defenses? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like somebody said, you're not really a great fighter until you defend your title. And a lot of these guys they're getting undisputed, but they're not protecting the belts. They're not defending the belts. You know what I'm saying? We're not seeing a lot of that. Like Canelo, he'll win undisputed, then he'll haul ass to another weight division. You know what I'm saying? He don't defend the belts. So that's what's happening in boxing right now. So, but maybe Mel, maybe he'll be different. He got plenty of competition to defend the belts against, and he got a lot of hard competition too. Um, I believe he's going to knock out Castano. I think he's going to come back. I think he's seen he wasn't assertive enough in their first go about, and I think he's going to come back. I think he's going to beat the shit out of Castano. And see, I don't think that the fight. I don't think them. I don't see them fighting each other. Derek James, yeah, yeah, moved to 160. Yeah, that's what I originally said. But with Errol Spence Jr. saying, he coming up regardless, and um, you never know what Mel gonna do. Yeah, I don't see how that wouldn't work with Derek James. Going from corner to corner. Can you see that shit happening? That's, that would be crazy right there to see them go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So that would be crazy, man. But yeah, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work for sure. You know. Let's see, Derek James. Mhm. So at one point I think Jamal came up there to train with them and just to mess around in the gym with them, and that's always good to see. What I'm saying? I think he's trying to get his brother mentally right for this fight with Castano. I hope Castano ain't on some bullshit with the PEDs. You know what I'm saying? Because he's telling me he hurt his bicep and Vada trying to chase him all around the world. You know what I'm saying? To get that test in. He's trying to microdose or something. You know, and avoid Vada till he can clear it. That's something Jamel Mel put out there. Um, that would be that would be sad that if he had to fight a steroid monster. You know what I'm saying, in the ring, which is something that's happening in boxing nowadays, with the Oscar Valdez shit. And, it's crazy to juice and then still go out there and get your ass whipped when he fought Casal. You know, I thought, man, how the hell you going to juice and then still get your ass whipped? You know, Derek James would be, so PGH Big Dog says Derek James would be in Spence corner. Yeah, Mel is too emotional and don't listen enough. Hey, it is what it is. You can listen to his interviews, boy. That boy, they'll be off the chain with it, man. He be say whatever, you know. He just be saying whatever. But he is exciting. He is way more exciting than Errol Spence Jr. when it comes to interviews and stuff. He just gonna let it rip. I know Brian Custer was enjoying that interview. He was enjoying that interview he did with Mel. And when he had that black hat on and he was just he was just going in and stuff. I was like, this boy here crazy. He came in there like he was high or something, but I believe that's just his energy, you know what I'm saying? He just, high strong. I think he's very high strong, where his brother's very laid back. If they could balance each other out, Mel is just way too mellow and he's way too comfortable, you know what I'm saying? He's not on his grind. I want to see Mel, hunt these guys down. He could have fought Jamie McGeer. That would have been a great fight for him. He's not trying to hunt down Triple G. Um, that fight, that division could be lit if everybody was clawing for the fights, if everybody was calling each other out, and this protection, these promoters protecting these fighters, bro. Man, it's just it's not good, bro. It's not good for boxing. Did y'all see Ryan Garcia fight? Did anybody watch that fight? I just saw the highlights of it. I saw it, pop up on my phone, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't interested in it because they got some little dude. That dude looked like he was about 55 years old, man. His hairline was way back to the back of his head. He looked like George Jefferson or somebody. And, he still couldn't knock that dude out. I was like, this kid here is an embarrassment. He's an embarrassment to boxing, bro. And did you see him emulating Canelo? Did you see him? Did you see Ryan Garcia in the emulating Canelo style? You know what I'm saying? He was doing the, what I'm saying, the high guard, what I'm saying? Then he'll, what I'm saying? Yeah. He said I watched part of it. Said Ryan should have destroyed that damn overdrive. Yeah, I was like, look at this dude here. He is not. Is anything original about Ryan Garcia? Is anything original? You know, he talking about. And then I think they questioned him after the fight. And they was asking him about fighting Tank Davis, and he was like, "I don't do call outs no more. You have to talk to my team." I said, "Man, this boy here, he need to go head on, bro." You know, I mean, God, the way they moving him crazy, bro. They just probably gonna try to make all the little Mickey Mouse money. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna fight nobody significant unless they look vulnerable. He's Canelo. He's a junior Canelo. He's a junior Canelo, and that's how they're gonna try to move him the way Canelo's move. He's gonna try to hook him up with a big network deal, let him rack up enough wins until the zone say, "Hey, what about that Canelo kid?" You know what I'm saying? We'll give him a nice little deal. You know what I'm saying? And everybody gonna want to fight Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. He's gonna pick the weakest one, and what I'm saying, he's gonna make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a Mexican fighter. You know what I'm saying? That looked like an Instagram model, and what I'm saying, he gonna pose on boxing magazines and websites, and he ain't gonna fight nobody. He said he better be glad that he didn't fight Pit. Yeah, of course. He better be glad he didn't fight Pitbull Cruz. Ryan does all that Twitter BS, and he is very limited. Don't know how to cut off the ring. Terrible. And that's why he fight the opponents he fight. That's why he fighting. Man, I couldn't even tell you what his name was. Toby or something. Toby. I don't know. Um, I didn't even look, bro, because I was like, this dude here, you know. And then when he do get a fight with somebody big, Instagram model. So you're saying he's hot? Nah, I'm saying that's what he want to be. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, it's been long been saying that. What's his name? It's been long been saying that he's got 8 million Instagram followers or something like that. I've never been to his Instagram, tell you the truth. Uh, but that's what Tank say. Tank said he wants to be an Instagram model. All these fighters saying he wants to be an Instagram model. So it is what it is. Now, do you think he's hot? I mean, Mr. Dicky Two Guns. I mean, do you think he's hot? You know what I'm saying? We in this LGBTQ thing, today. I ain't hating on you. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you think he hot, now, it is what it is. JK, what's that? Mm. He, I just want to see Ryan Garcia, get real. I don't think he ever will, though. I just want to see him take boxing seriously. I want to see him in there with somebody to really gauge. Well, I mean, you can really see his skills ain't up to par. But with his peers, I don't think he has the same abilities. I don't think his defense is lacking. You know what I'm saying? He'll get knocked out. Yeah, yeah. I just think he'll get knocked out. Dickie Two Guns. I don't think he take boxing seriously, but I think if he ever did, I think if he got with a trainer, he could do some damage. The kid's speed is amazing. He's like a American. He's fast, but what else do you got? You know, he don't even have. He just don't have a high boxing ring IQ. He's just I think he's athletic. But he's not. I think he's well explosive, but it's limited. You know, and he's just too far up in the game to not be working on his craft. You know what I'm saying? Again, he's just gonna get destroyed by somebody who's on their shit, like a Devin Haney or a Tank. Say somebody at the top, he's gonna get destroyed. Shit, he'll get beat by what's his name that he dropped out? He dropped out of how many fights? 3 or 4 fights. Um, Jorge Linares and some of them guys, shit. They'll destroy Ryan Garcia. He just ain't ready. Mentally, I don't think he's ready. I think they all know that though. But I just want to come on short time, you know what I'm saying? Nobody want to click the link, you know what I'm saying, and tell me what they thought of the fight, you know what I'm saying? I gave my assessment, you know what I'm saying? The link is at the top there, click the link, tell me what you thought about the fight. Come on up, Dickie Two Guns, you know what I'm saying? Click the link. Tell me what you thought about that Lubin fight. He said if Ryan presents himself as a Instagram model, he posts pictures all day and never get fight. I know, man. That's that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Oscar De La Hoya, he's trying to protect him. You know what I'm saying? And he just don't. I don't think he really wants to fight. I think he just wants to be a celebrity. I think he likes the fame. You know what I'm saying? He gonna fight every now and then just to keep him legit. To be a legitimate fighter. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's gonna really fight anybody big. You know what I'm saying? Anybody big comes his way. He ain't gonna sign that contract. He just wanna be around them, talk shit, troll. And when it comes to fight day, you know what I'm saying, Ryan gonna be like, oh, I broke my hand, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna be like, hey man, I broke my hand. I you remember when he said he was gonna fight Pacquiao to get out the tank fight? Oh shit! Yeah, I was like, this boy here. Oh man, I was getting so upset because I was like ready to see him rock with somebody, man. I was like, finally we're gonna get to see Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Then he pulled out the Fortuna fight. And I said, he ain't gonna fight nobody, bro. This kid here, he just playing. But he will troll the shit out you now. He will troll you. If you have an off night and get your ass knocked out, he gonna say something about it. Which is the audacity is amazing. Oh, the audacity of that kid. He'll come on Instagram chewing bubblegum talking shit. Mm. Yeah. But let me see what else boxing business we got out there. This was a good one. I'm looking forward. Anybody got their tickets to Errol Spence Jr. versus Udanis Ugas? Anybody got your tickets? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna watch it. So I ain't gonna go to the fight. I could go to the fight, but I ain't going. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just watch it on Showtime or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else? Anybody already got their tickets? Anybody going to the fight? Anybody going to the fight? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think I'm just watch it from the comfort of the crib. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be around all them people. COVID's still out there and shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to go to the damn fight just to die. You know what I'm saying? They might release some more of that bullshit. But you know what I'm saying? So, but that's pretty much all I got, y'all. I'm finna go on in for the day, go get me some more rest. And I appreciate you guys coming through. You know what I'm saying? I'll be doing more live streams, you know what I'm saying? Check out my community page, look at my art, you know what I'm saying? Check out, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get me a little comic book started, a little boxing fantasy matchup thing going on. And you know what I'm saying, hit my cash app, you know what I'm saying? If you want to put something to the cause, you know what I'm saying? So I can get this stuff printed up. And I appreciate you guys stopping by. This has been Pool Kind of Boxing. Make sure you smash that like button, you know what I'm saying? And subscribe to my channel. And for more hardcore boxing content. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace, 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 peace.